Hello, it is Ethan coming at you with Heckin' Good Food, the cooking show where I cook. So I'm making steak, right? And last night I was screwing around with some like steak tenderization things. I was doing research on how to tenderize a steak, and I thought, why not just use some things that tenderize this steak and put it into a marinade and let it sit for 30 minutes. So since it's going to be sitting for 30 minutes and I don't have anyone with me, I have decided not to make this a live video, but instead a video that I'm shooting on my camcorder thing. And then I'm going to upload it to my YouTube, which you're watching it on right now, hopefully. If not, someone's pirated it. I don't know why they would have. It's not that good. So back to the steak. So I've got the cheap steak here. It's like a tenderloin. It's okay. I've already trimmed it down, trimmed off all the fat. Here's the knife I'm going to be using. You don't need a big one, so that's good. I'm going to set my camcorder into this and hope that it works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so in this marinade, we're going to have honey. We're going to have soy sauce because it tastes good. Ginger for the complementary soy sauce flavor. Onion powder because of the onioniness. It breaks down steak. And general steak spice that you can buy at any store. You're going to need a plastic bag, a knife, a steak, butter, oil, whatever you want to pan fry it in. So what you're going to do is you're going to slice kind of like a grid pattern into your steak, only on one side. And just kind of lightly score the steak. And so it kind of makes like an accordion like that. You can actually even go deeper. You don't want to go too deep because you don't want this to break up during the cooking process. But you want it to be enough that the marinade can kind of penetrate into the actual steak itself. It doesn't just kind of sit on it. So yeah, this is the first time I'm not doing live, so I'm going to have to talk to myself even more than normal. So yeah, you've got this nice kind of cubiness coming off on the steak. Don't need the knife anymore. We're done with it. So set that off to the side. And yeah, we're still working. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to take your steak and you're going to put it in to your plastic bag like this. Then in the plastic bag you're going to put a small drizzle of honey. Not too much, you don't want it to be too sweet. Just enough so, because honey has enzymes in it like onions that break down beef fibers. Then for the salty complement to the honey, you're going to put in some soy sauce. Nice little glug of that. Then you're going to take some steak spice. Put that in there. Not too much, not too little. A little bit onion powder. Not too much. Just a small drizzle in there. And lastly, some ginger. You're going to put a couple taps of ginger in there. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to come over and put a little bit of water in that. So, not showing that because it's right behind you. And you've got this liquidy mess in there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a small garlic clove and then peel it. Actually, first what you're going to do is you're going to smack it down and crush it under your hand. Because we're just trying to get that nice garlicky flavor down in there. And then put it in the same bag with everything else. Use a nice bag that'll seal up quite nicely, like this one. Ziploc bags work. Make sure to let any air out. Okay, just a little bit left in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to massage everything deep into the steak. You want a nice, deep kind of, it's got to get deep down into the fibers and into the little hole bits. Then what you're going to do, keep everything in this bag, and then, we're going to take our steak and put it into the fridge. And then we're going to come back for it in half an hour. This is a pretty quick marinade because it's got a lot of stuff that breaks down really quickly. And I'll be back in half an hour to show you, but to you it'll only be a second. So be right back. Hello, welcome back. The steak is still marinating, and then I realized that I wanted to make a small sauce for plating the steak. So I added a small amount of finely grated ginger to this. Now I'm adding some, there we go. I'm adding some rice wine vinegar to the jar. Not too much, just a little bit. Then I'm adding some soy sauce. A bit more than there. There's in there. And then, if you will excuse me, I'm going to go over to my spice rack and get some coriander. And come back, open up the coriander, and ooh, this is, ooh, that was a toughie. So I've opened up the coriander. I'm going to tap a little bit of that in there as well. You can't see it very well because it's coming out kind of slowly. There we go, a little bit of coriander in there. Then we're going to close up the jar. Tap any ginger on the outside. Take the jar, close it. This is a watertight jar used for such things. And now you've got that nice little mixture in there. We're going to violently shake it up. And then I'm going to do this once more before I plate, but this is just a little bit of stress relief while the steak marinates. A little bit of time left. Now you've got this delicious looking little sauce. So that's how you make that. I guess it's a soy ginger sauce. And so I'll be back whenever the steak is done. Hello, I'm back again. Sauce is sitting there, getting mixed together. Steak's right there in its little bag of juice deliciousness. The thing that I used for recording, makeshift, is right there. And here's a hot pan. Ooh, whoa, that's cool. Whoa, that's neat. Okay, that's actually really cool. I've never seen that before. Okay, so I've got all these things are ready. So that can only mean that I'm going to be cooking the steak. So I'm going to set my guy right here, see if it works. Yeah, there you go. So now you can see what's going on. Closer, and then got my steak right here. I'm going to open it up. Now this is on medium-high heat. Using butter, you can use any kind of oil that you want. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the steak that you have and rinse it off real quick. So. Then you're going to dry it off, try to get all the wetness off of there, because that doesn't work very well with hot butter. Now this is going to immediately start getting on there and sizzle super quickly, so we gotta be fast. So take the steak and put it uncut side down, and listen to that sizzle. So I'm going to need to try to talk over that. So this is going to be cooking really quickly. I don't know why. This is a pretty thin steak, so you should probably just be able to sear it, and that should be good. So yeah, I was listening to a podcast while I waited for this to marinate. And with the rest of the marinade, you could turn that into a sauce, I guess. I doubt it would be very good because there's a lot of weird stuff in it. I mean, if you're into that kind of sauce, I guess. So you just kind of let that chill. It's gonna start sizzling up. You get a all aerial view. So that's what it looks like while it's cooking and sizzling about. Let me try something. I'm just gonna try to set the camera somewhere to let it sizzle up. So I'll be right back when let me pause it, and then I'll come back when it's ready to flip. And here I am about to flip it. Oh, look at that nice char on the outside there. Good, delicious. Let me turn down the heat to about a medium. Yeah, the steak looks kind of like a heart. That's sweet. So while that's working, we're going to get a plate out. Plate. There. There's what we're going to be resting the steak on. And here is your steak back to cooking. Well, that's really sweet that I recognize that the steak was a heart. So I'm going to cook this a nice medium steak. That's the only way you should ever have a steak, medium or medium rare. And look at that nice caramelization on that side. So I believe that means the steak should be done, because it's a pretty thin steak. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to slap it down on our cutting board so it can rest. Move this over to chill. Turn that off, and then I'll be right back, and whenever it's all done resting. Okay, the steak has done its resting, meaning that we can transfer it over to its permanent home on this plate. So let me take the steak, nudge it on, set it smack dab in the middle of the plate, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this sauce, use it to put around the steak. Move everything over to the side. Move this there, move this there, and take my nice little recording thing and set it right in there. So, right there. And we're going to take this and this is a bit of a thinner sauce. In the future, if I ever make this sauce again, I might thicken it before using it for a plating technique such as this. And then, with that, the plate has been made. So it's very basic, it's no top level chef thing, but it's good enough for my dinner. So I will eat it. So thank you very much for watching this. And make sure to like this video, subscribe if you want to watch more amateur cooking malarkey from a teen guy. I'm hip. And I'm going to be doing my normal weekend live stream on Saturday, but this time it's going to be at 12 because I have something that I'm doing later that day. So tune in, watch that, put on my notifications so you can see when it's happening. I'm going to have a very special guest. My girlfriend Lindsay is going to be coming on. And, yeah. Have a very nice day, and goodbye.